First off, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Stone. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways, pushing sport in all sincerity and all truth. This is Brother Kabash from the James Jamaica camp, Kingston Jamaica camp. This lesson is going to be, it's a very, very short lesson. It's just going to be an update, on the RFID microchip technology, coupled with the NIDS, which is the National Identification System, which is about to be rolled out in Jamaica starting next year. Brothers have been pushing since 2011 when it was introduced by the then Prime Minister Bruce Golding. Brothers have been doing videos on it showing that it's a framework that's building to introduce the RFID microchip, right? So we're not saying that the NIDS is the mark of the beast, but we're saying that it is building up to the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. A few days ago, my wife was doing a lesson for school, and she found this article. Right, it was posted in the Gleaner, March 17, 2017. Right, so that was last year, a little over a year ago. Right, and it says Jamaica loses 100 million to cybercrime. Now there's a paragraph in it that I want to highlight. That brings about that says clearly what's going to happen to the society, right? It's So let me see if there's anything else in the article that's worth bringing out. So it says the cybercrime unit says they're expecting Jamaica to lose more than $100 million, to lose more than the $100 it lost last year due to criminal activities on the internet. Inspector Warren Williams, head of the unit at Jamaica Constabulary Force, reported that for 2016, the country lost 100 million and more than 200 cases of cybercrimes were reported. While addressing persons at the World Consumer Rights Day, which was held at the Consumer Affairs Commission offices in New Kingston on Wednesday, the inspector said though nothing was wrong with utilizing the technology for convenience, citizens must be careful when they shop online and disclosing personal information. Right? So it's pretty much saying that we need security because our lifestyle, our society is moving into a digital age. Your activity online with your social media accounts are all digital. I know your monetary transactions will also be digital. Right? Your health records, your work record, your school records, all these things will be digital. Right? So in the last paragraph here, right, this is what I want to bring out. Right? It says we are moving into the era of the fulfillment of a cashless society, and we are almost there as a society. This is the radio frequency identification, RFID. Don't get scared, but it is here. So it means that in the scheme of things, we are all connected. You are going through the airport and we can just scan you with your RFID and we know that it is you. That's the era we are in, he continued. Right? So that's clearly stating the goals, of this society. Moving toward a cashless system, right? And he said that we are almost there as a society, right? Throughout the year 2018, there were many different mobile platforms that were introduced to the public. You have the Sagicor swipe machine, which was a mobile device that can be used to read debit cards or credit cards. You also have the University of West Indies, pushing towards a cashless system where they introduced a free MasterCard to all students. We see several high schools going cashless. Texaco launching an RFID tag system for their for vehicles who purchase gas from Texaco, so you can use a cashless system. We have also the MyCash, which is also another platform from Sagicor, but it's partnered with Digicel. Right, so there are many different scenarios or many different platforms that are being launched to bring people over to a digital and cashless society. Right, so it says we are almost there as a society, and then it says there is the radio frequency identification, RFID. And notice what he said after that, don't get scared, but it is here because there's a buzz, there has been a buzz, started by the apostles, of course, right, stating that the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast. So it already has that stigma on it, right? But this is what they call socialization, right? They're socializing you and sensitizing you, right, to the information and telling you not to be scared of it because it is here. And it says in the scheme of things, where we are all connected, because that's the idea. The idea is to get a digital economy, a global digital economy, where everybody is connected, right? You are going to the airport, you can just scan your RFID and we know that it's you. That's the era we're in, right? So we'll just bring out a few precepts. The apostles, starting with the apostle El Tahar has been pushing that the RFID microchip is right around the corner, And this article was posted in 2017. We're now ending 2018, we're getting ready to begin 2019. So you can imagine how many different platforms have been put into place since then, right? So it says, Habakkuk 2 and 1, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon a tower and watch to see what it will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. So we are standing upon our watch and we are watching to these those things that are happening in the society so that we may report, right, unto the children of Israel. And the Lord said unto me, write a vision, make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And one of those prophecies, one of those visions, is the vision of the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, which was a vision received by John the Revelator on the Isle of Patmos. Right? That's one of the visions that was set for an appointed time. Now is the appointed time. Right? The Apostle Tahar always brings out the fact that the RFID microchip will become a reality before World War III come to its fulfillment. And we're seeing right now where the countries are ramping up the war rhetoric, where the president of China is actually telling his army straightforward, prepare for war. Right? So if this war is so close, then the RFID chip is also closer, right? And we see countries such as Sweden having a big boom in the RFID sector, where America is even ordering chips up from Sweden. So we're standing up on our watch, we're watching these things that are happening, and we're bringing it out, so that you people have no excuse. This is Isaiah chapter 62, verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which will never hold their peace day nor night. He that made mention of the Lord, keep not silence, and give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. Right? So we will not keep silence, So all you brothers who you have the truth, right? You have this understanding, you've seen the things happening. It's your duty to go out there in the highways and the byways and to the videos to let your light shine, It's your duty to put your candle on the on a table, on a candlestick, so that it may light the whole house of Israel, and not to put it on a bushel. So brothers who are slacking out with the videos, get in the game, Get in the game. Lest the Most High come and take your candlestick, Right, as it is written in Revelation. Right? It said, and it says, give him no rest, So give Yahweh no rest. Till he what? Till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth, because that's what he promised to us, Right? And of course we're gonna wrap up with Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. We've been, bringing out this scripture for so long, but at the risk of sounding like a broken record, we're gonna bring it out again. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, and he causes all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. This is that mark, This is that mark. Right? And those specifically mean it has to go in your right hand. Right? It can go in your left hand, your right elbow, your left elbow, your butt cheek, your forehead. Right? Once it goes in you, once it's inserted, it's still the mark of the beast, Right? And that no man might buy or sell save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And we're seeing where this is fulfilling, Right? Because you will get a cashless society. And he said right after he talked about the cashless society, he talked about the radio frequency identification, because that's going to hold all your personal data, your financial data, your health records, your work records, even your religious affiliations, are about to be on the NIDS that's being launched next year. right? So this is clearly, as I've been showing, this is clearly talking about the RFID microchip. The mark of the beast, spoken of in Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, is the mark of the beast, yo. Right, so with that, I hope this lesson was edifying to the Akim, the Wadi Hawa Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakak Kodash, for giving the spirit to this lesson. Shalom.